Hi, I'm Rob from B&H, and yes, I've said it before, DSLR video makers face a lot of obstacles getting quality sounding in-camera audio. The camera's built-in mic and preamps aren't very good. External XLR mics have to be adapted to work with the camera's single mini input. The camera has no headphone jack for monitoring, and automatic gain control can cause issues as well. Well, the fine folks at Beachtek have been laboring hard to help us sort out some of these problems, and now they've brought us the DXA-SLR Pro. This is an active XLR adapter, meaning it allows you to adapt two XLR microphones to work with a single mini input common to most DSLR cameras. It's called an active adapter because it can supply phantom power to microphones that require it. In addition, the DXA-SLR Pro allows you to disable the camera's automatic gain control, which can often degrade your sound quality. While it shares a lot of features with the original DXA-SLR, this new Pro version adds limiters and meters and an even better form factor in line with small portable DSLR rigs. So let's check it out and see how it helps us improve that in-camera audio. Let's start with the chassis, which is compact with a neat rubberized grip and bumpers, and obviously designed specifically to work with a DSLR. It weighs about 18 ounces without a battery. Power is supplied by a 9-volt battery in an easy-to-access slide-out compartment. Now, Beachtek indicates that you should get about 3 hours of use with an alkaline and 8 hours with a lithium battery if you're not using phantom power. When the battery's getting low, the power LED will glow red instead of green to alert you. On the bottom of the chassis, we've got a 1/4-20 thread allowing you to mount it to a tripod, while on the top is the 1/4-20 bolt that you turn with an easy-to-access thumb wheel, allowing you to mount your DSLR camera. On the side here are two transformer-balanced locking XLR inputs. The gain controls for them are around the corner on the back. Each of the inputs has a 3-position switch that allows you to select a mic level, a line level, or a mic level with phantom power. Phantom power is switchable to either 12 volts or 48 volts depending on the needs of your microphone. If your mic doesn't need phantom power, by all means turn it off to save that battery life. In addition, there are high-low switches for both inputs depending on the sensitivity of your microphone. For most mics, you'll probably set it to high for a 15 dB gain boost, but for more sensitive mics, you can switch it to the low setting, which is unity gain. Levels for the preamps are adjusted with these trim pots that increase incrementally to help you match settings. These outer switches activate the fast-acting limiter, which helps tame the occasional loud signal from distorting. When the limiter kicks in, the red LED will light up. Now, obviously, if you're seeing the limiter light up a lot, trim your input levels back a bit. The preamps on the DXA-SLR Pro are vastly superior to the ones built into a DSLR camera, so they add less noise. Now, the real-world benefit here is that instead of cranking up the noisy in-camera preamp, you can do it here instead, and then lower the input on the camera, and that will give you much cleaner audio with substantially less noise. To get the audio to the camera, you'll simply plug the supplied coiled mini cable into the output jack from the DXA-SLR Pro into your camera's mic input. Nikon cameras have a more sensitive mic input, so you'll need to pick up a cable that pads the level down by 25 dB, like this line-to-mic Zoom H4n cable from Sescom. Panasonic Lumix GH1 and GH2 cameras have a 2.5mm input, so you'll need to purchase an adapter cable like the Beachtek SC25. Now, this is the part where you may be thinking, manually set my recording levels? How? My camera has automatic gain control. Automatic gain control, or AGC, is supposed to help us. It means that the camera automatically adjusts its audio input levels depending on the volume of the sound source. Unfortunately, though, in practice, the levels tend to fluctuate wildly, and in quiet sections, when the camera cranks up its poor-sounding preamp, you'll hear a lot of noise. If your camera doesn't allow you to turn off the AGC, the DXA-SLR Pro has an AGC disabling function. When enabled, the switch sends a 20 kHz tone to the left channel only. That frequency is beyond the range of normal human hearing, so we shouldn't hear it, but it fools the camera into lowering its noisy preamps. Let's see how well it works. Okay, so now we're shooting me on the Canon 7D, and my voice is being recorded on the camera's internal microphone. The AGC function on the camera is on because in the 7D it can't be disabled. Now the sound is not so good, and if I pause between words, you can hear the noise floor increase as the AGC raises the volume on the input. Now let's get some better sound. Let's hook up a Rode NTG1 microphone to the camera and plug that into the DXA-SLR Pro and engage the AGC disabling function. Okay, I'm back, and lo and behold, our improved microphone and DXA-SLR Pro are delivering vastly improved audio. Since I'm only recording one shotgun mic for this demo, I have the mono stereo switch set to mono, so the mic in input 1 gets routed to both channels. We've been listening to just the right channel. That's the channel with audio only, no pilot tone. So let's switch playback channels in post. Okay, now we've switched to the left channel only. That's a channel that has a 20 kilohertz pilot tone in addition to the audio that disables the automatic gain control. Well, I can't hear the 20 kilohertz tone. I can hear the camera's AGC interacting with the tone. And that's what those crackling and popping sounds are. And it's a bit unpleasant, so let's get back to the right side, which sounds clean. Okay, we're back on the right channel again, right channel only, and you can hear those artifacts aren't here, and we have a nice clean sound. So the takeaway from this is that with the 7D, using the AGC disabling function on the DXA-SLR Pro limits you to mono recording on the right side. Still, it's a big improvement in sound quality over the camera's built-in mic with AGC. Now, most DSLR cameras don't have a headphone jack, so that makes monitoring a bit difficult. The DXA-SLR Pro solves that problem with its 1/8" headphone jack with volume control. You can switch between monitoring the input to the camera, record mode, or play mode to play back the audio the camera has recorded. To do that, you'll simply use the supplied adapter cable that goes from the camera's AV output cable to the mini input on the DXA-SLR Pro, labeled Monitor In. So there you have it. If you're an HDSLR video shooter looking for a significant improvement in the quality of your in-camera audio, the Beachtek DXA-SLR Pro is definitely worth looking into. Its XLR inputs, quality mic preamps, phantom power, and meters bring professional microphones to your DSLR, while the optional AGC disabling feature ensures that it can be used with any DSLR. I'm Rob from B&H, and thanks for watching.
For more information, please visit us online, give us a call, or stop by our New York City Superstore. You can also connect with us on the web.